Finally, inner peace. Now
Ah!
what? Oh, hey, Pablo. How you doing?
Welcome to Convertibot Reviews. I'm your host, Convertibot, and the star of the show today is the Iron Factory Starwing, which, in a roundabout way, is a. How do you want to put this? What if Starscream went through a bit of a phase? Like, we're talking a trans femme, tomboy, bit of a tan. Seriously, this is a. Woo! It's hot in here, just me. But yeah, this is a Jesus. Okay, I'm just gonna put it out bluntly. This is actually a really good figure, despite an obvious design choice. All right, that design choice, of course, being, hey, Convertibot, why are you reviewing a sexy robot waifu kind of figure? All right, are you some kind of degenerate? Yes. My parents have this on me. Please send help. This is the kind of figure you don't tell your grandparents about.
Okay, not gonna lie, this is a very weird take on Starscream. Basically, think you're like almost model kit girl figures, frame arm girls, but this time for a Transformer figure. Kind of in the same vein as those Kotobukiya figures. I think that's how you say it, I might be mispronouncing that. But yeah, the figure does look great, and it comes with plenty of accessories. Which, yeah, there's a lot of them. First things first, you do get a bunch of bags. This is very similar to a Figma figure. And you just get a bunch of bags to store things in, like different hands, faceplates, the works. You first off get a stand adapter, and then some blank faces as well, but you also get some watermark stickers, or whatever you want to call them. I don't like using these, or actually I don't like stickers in general, so I'm just going to leave these to the side, but they're there. But yeah, you do get a bunch of decals that you can put on her. I don't think they're necessary. The painting and sculpting on Starwing right now is pretty darn good. Circling back, this thing definitely is a Figma figure in disguise. You have 6 different sets of hands to choose from, and yeah, they just help to accentuate the actual figure itself. In addition to those hands, you also have 3 different faces, which, in order to swap them out, I would actually recommend a part separator for this because it can be a little tight to take her hair and faceplate off, but once you do, you get a neutral bit of a happy face, a joyful face, and then a angry, I'm gonna almost call this a tsundere face. I mean, come on. Starscream's clearly a tsundere, guys. Get with the program. I will be ruler of the Decepticons, Baka Megatron. Accessories out of the way, this figure is also incredibly posable.
Alright, so posability on Starwing here is kinda nuts. Ball jointed head. You can look down, up, all around. Her pigtails are just pegged on here. I think they come off normally. The arms have a ball jointed socket on a hinge, which comes off but snaps right back in, which gives a lot of mobility. All right, including a butterfly joint that is actually worked into the ball joint, which, yeah, that's awesome. A more than 90-degree bend at the elbow. It's not a double jointed elbow. It looks like it, but it is not. Hands are on a swivel. They're just a little peg. They pop in and out. Mid-body articulation. Good ab crunch and arcing back. Waist articulation as well. Alright, pretty much same thing. The skirt is floating. Not too much. It's plugged in, and the little hip skirts or side skirts are on their own little hinge or whatnot, so they can actually get out of the way. Legs can move up that far, back that far, thigh swivel, bend at the knee. Again, not a double... Actually, yeah, no, this one is double jointed. So that's awesome. And a ball jointed heel. Of course, she can do the full splits. Well, sort of. Because of that skirt, or the little bits of kibble hanging off here, she can't really do a full splits, which is a little disappointing, but it's not the end of the world. Her backpack actually has some posability as well, with the wings being on ball joints, can move them around. Her cannons are on a series of hinge joints, and ball joints, where you can literally do whatever the hell you want with these. Alright, that's awesome. And the backpack itself is on a hinge.
So yeah, the posability on Starwing here is absolutely amazing. It's very similar to that of a Figma figure, and yeah, you can get some pretty cool poses. Combine that with the faceplates and the different hands, and you can get some pretty good stuff out of it. And one thing to note is that her backpack has a peg hole in it, so where you can include a stand. She doesn't have one, but you can plug a good Smile Company Figma stand on it and unlock even more range of posability. It's quite nice. Considering the cheap price of the figure, about $44 US, yeah, I'd almost recommend getting another stand just for her. As far as size goes, though, she is quite small. Here she is next to the New Age Lucifer, i.e. G1 Starscream, the Studio Series 86 Bumblebee, the Good Smile Company Figma Lucina that we reviewed a while back.
I'm honestly surprised none of you watched that video. It's not like I totally outed myself as a degenerate. What?
And the recent Transformers 1 Studio Series Optimus Prime.
Jokes aside, this is actually a really good figure. Alright, just... I absolutely love the fact about how posable she is. Right, the fact that she can stand up very easily, I mean, that's already a win in my book, especially with a figure this small, that big of a backpack. Come on. That is a major win. Furthermore, there are multiple versions of this. They got a Thundercracker version coming out soon, and then there's a Skywarp version I know they're working on now. I highly recommend it. I really do. It may not be a figure that can transform, but it is a figure that I definitely would recommend. Either way, I'm Convertibot. That's Starwing. Yeah, very good figure. Totally recommend it. And it's not too expensive, too. As for my next review, well, you know what? It's going to be a double review. Stay tuned.